This is DK Sim Football Breakdowns coming back at you with some more Madden 15 sim tips. Alright, I'm going to show you a basic concept I like out of the shotgun formation. This is in the shotgun HB weak formation. This is probably my favorite shotgun formation in the game. I just like, all the options that you have in this particular shotgun formation, and I'm going to show you a play I like to use a lot. This is a good cover 3 beater. It seems like everybody's just using zones. So much cover 3s and cover 4s and cover 2s, and But anyway, there's lots of plays to beat all that. They really let off man coverage a lot this year because it was so overpowered last year. But they need to step up some man coverage too. But you need to mix that in anyway. But let me show you the play I like here. And the name of the play is right there at the bottom, which is curls check. And see if you notice that you got 2 curl routes there. And then you got 1 drag route, which is a good option to always go underneath. But see, the other 2 routes there are actually hitch routes. They're not curl routes. And hitch routes in this game, I think, is actually the best route that you can do besides, say, a drag. Anyway, I'll show you this play, what I like. I'll go up against, say, I don't know, nickel, cover 3 sky. Perfect example to use. Okay, what you have, there's really no adjustments you need to do here, You just have to watch if they're pressing the receivers or not, and make your reads. If your outside receivers or your tight ends covered, against a cover 3, then you always got the underneath option to throw it to the drag. And what's cool about this play too also is, you have your running back doing, which is a little kind of a curl route himself there, so he'll find a spot open in the zone as well. So basically, you're going to do your first read, which I go from left to right. I'll read the square receiver first. And I'll check out the tight end. But my last resort is actually the drag on this. But I always look for the primary receiver, which is in red. But anyway, let me show you the play at speed. I'll play it for you. And I don't even hot route anybody. The only thing I'll do is, maybe a slide protect. That's about it. But usually, in a situation like this, if I don't think anybody's blitzing, I'll just pinch the line for a little, extra blocking or whatever, but I won't put anybody, blocking here. Here we go. And you bullet pass it in there, boom. He's wide open. You know what I mean? But if he's pressing, it's going to be a little bit tricky. I don't have another controller, so I can't show you that. But anyway, let's break it down. It's a real quick pass. It works great. Got a little curl route, a little hitch route. He's going out. You got your running back. You're even making a little, he finds a little spot too. And then you got your tight end over here who's running an actual hitch route. Witten's right there, which he probably would have got open, but see, I chose to go there. They picked up Brian over here, if you notice, in the zone. He's pretty well covered over there, but Witten would break his route right here, and he would most likely be open. Watch, I'll play it again. Okay, there it is. No adjustments. Just pinch your line or slide protect. It's a very basic concept of passing here. That's what I like about it. You're right there, bullet pass it in there to Witten. He's going to make that catch because he's a great tight end. That was a little risky throw, but let's break that down real quick. You got Witten. You got to manually bump the tight ends in this game, and actually he got a little bit bumped there. That's a risky throw. I probably shouldn't have thrown that. But Witten, he makes those catches, in traffic. But then you always have your drag route over the middle. He's always going to be open for a few yards against a cover 3 or a cover 2. So I could have thrown it to him. But anyway, I hope this tip helps you out. Remember to like and subscribe. DK Sim Football Breakdowns, keeping it real, people.